Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. Let me ask you a simple yet powerful question. How often do you speak blessings upon yourself? How often do you stop, look in the mirror, and say, I am worthy of all the good things this life has to offer? You see, many of us have been conditioned to speak blessings over others, our friends, family, and even strangers. We say, you can do it, or you're amazing, but when it comes to speaking those same words to ourselves, we hesitate, we doubt, we question if we're deserving. Well, today I want to change that. I want to remind you of the extraordinary power of self-talk. I want to show you that when you begin to speak blessings upon yourself, you unlock the door to your greatest potential. Your words create your reality. The most powerful tool you have at your disposal is something you carry with you every single day. Your words. They are the most direct expression of your thoughts, and those thoughts shape your life. The words you speak, both out loud and to yourself, have an undeniable impact on the reality you create. They carry weight, influence, and the ability to transform the course of your future. When we speak, we're not just communicating information, we're creating energy. Energy that aligns with our deepest beliefs and desires. The language we use forms the foundation for how we see the world and how we navigate through it. If you wake up every day and tell yourself today is going to be a terrible day, or I'll never be good enough, those words plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity. They shape how you move through your day, how you interact with others, and how you face the challenges that come your way. Think about the impact of negative self-talk for a moment. Each time you criticize yourself, you reinforce a narrative that limits your growth. You set barriers for your potential without even realizing it. You tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm too old, or I don't have what it takes. These words send a message to your subconscious mind, and over time you start to believe them. Your thoughts then begin to align with this negative narrative, and you find yourself stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and insecurity. Now let's consider the opposite. What if you woke up each day and spoke words of empowerment, gratitude, and possibility? What if you said, I am capable of great things, or I have everything I need to succeed? These words may not seem like much on the surface, but they have the power to shift your perspective entirely. They send a message of confidence, optimism, and strength to your subconscious mind. And when you align your thoughts with that energy, you begin to see the world as full of opportunities, not obstacles. This is why it is said that your words create your reality. They are the foundation for the life you want to build. When you speak positively to yourself, you train your mind to see the good in every situation. You start to notice the opportunities, the solutions, and the strengths you have to overcome challenges. You empower yourself to take action and move toward your goals rather than retreating in fear or hesitation. One of the most powerful examples of this principle can be seen in the life of Michael Jordan. Jordan, widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time, was not always seen as the unstoppable force he became. In fact, he was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine the weight of that rejection at a young age. It could have crushed his spirit. It could have led him to believe that he wasn't good enough, that he didn't belong on the court. But Michael Jordan chose a different path. Instead of internalizing that rejection, he spoke different words to himself. He didn't say, I'm not good enough. Instead, he said, I'm going to prove them wrong. And he did. Jordan didn't let a setback define his future. He used it as fuel for his drive. He spoke blessings to himself. He believed in his own abilities, and his words and actions aligned to create the greatness we all know today. Your words are more than just a reflection of your current state. They are the blueprint for your future. The way you talk to yourself today will determine how you approach the challenges of tomorrow. If you're constantly telling yourself, I can't do it, or I'll never be successful, those words become self-fulfilling prophecies. But when you change your internal dialogue to one of encouragement and self-belief, you begin to open the doors to new possibilities. Consider the example of a job interview. If you walk into that room thinking, I'm not qualified for this position, or I'm probably not going to get it, you've already given up before you even begin. But if you speak blessings to yourself, I am prepared, I am capable, and I am the right fit for this job, you'll carry a sense of confidence into the room. That confidence will shine through in your posture, your words, and your actions. You'll answer questions with clarity and conviction because you truly believe in your ability to succeed. The words you speak also play a vital role in your relationships. If you're constantly telling yourself, no one appreciates me, or I'm not worthy of love, it's no surprise that you may struggle to form meaningful connection. But when you start speaking blessings about yourself, when you acknowledge your worth and value, you attract people who recognize and appreciate that same value. You create a positive cycle of self-love and connection that strengthens your relationships. There is immense power in the words we speak to ourselves. If you change your words, you change your energy. And when you change your energy, you change your reality. Every thought and every word has the potential to move you closer to the life you desire or push you further away from it. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your circumstances. If you've been stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, if you've been letting negative thoughts hold you back, now is the time to shift. Begin today to speak blessings over your life. Start by telling yourself that you are worthy, that you are capable, that you are enough. Speak those words not just once, but repeatedly until they become part of your inner dialogue. Let them shape your thoughts, actions, and outcomes. You are the architect of your own reality. Your words are the tools you use to build the future you want, so choose your words carefully. Speak life. Speak strength. Speak possibility. When it comes to your life and your success, one of the most important blessings you can speak over yourself is a declaration of your worth. Self-worth is not something that can be measured by external standards or accomplishments. It is an internal belief that you are valuable, capable, and deserving of success and happiness, simply because you exist. So many people struggle with feelings of inadequacy, believing they must constantly prove their worth. They look at others and think, I'm not as talented as them, or I haven't accomplished as much. But I want to challenge that belief today. Your worth is not tied to your accomplishments or external recognition. It is inherent. It was given to you the moment you were born. You were created with purpose, and no amount of failure, rejection, or comparison can ever take that away from you. Consider someone like Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, whose name is synonymous with innovation and success. Before he became a household name, Jobs was fired from the very company he started. Imagine the humiliation and the doubt that could have plagued his mind after that setback. But Jobs didn't let that rejection define him. He didn't let the failure convince him that he wasn't good enough. Instead, he said, I have something to offer. I know I have value. I will continue to push forward. Jobs didn't rely on the approval of others to determine his worth. He spoke blessings to himself, acknowledging that his ideas were valuable and that he had something important to contribute to the world. His story teaches us that self-worth is not about being perfect, it's about believing in your potential, despite the setbacks, and knowing you are deserving of success. One of the hardest things for people to understand is that you are enough just as you are. You don't need to earn your worth. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Your worth is not determined by how much money you make, how many people like you, or how much recognition you get. Your worth is inherent in your very being. The moment you accept this truth is the moment you free yourself from the constant pressure to prove yourself. In your daily life, how often do you tell yourself, I am worthy of love and success? How often do you recognize your own value without seeking external validation? It's easy to fall into the trap of waiting for someone else to affirm your worth. We look for approval from our parents, our peers, our bosses. We wait for that pat on the back, that confirmation that we're good enough. But the truth is, you must be the one to validate yourself. Take a moment and think about your own journey. Every step you've taken, every challenge you've overcome has added to your strength and growth. Those experiences have shaped you into the person you are today. But it's not about looking at the past and saying, I should have done more or I should have been better. Instead, it's about acknowledging that you've made it this far and you have everything inside of you to continue moving forward. This idea of self-worth can also be seen in the life of Maya Angelou, the legendary poet, author, and civil rights activist. Despite facing racism, abuse, and hardships throughout her life, Angelou carried with her a strong sense of self-worth. She knew deep down that she had something valuable to offer the world. She said, I am not my failures, I am not my wounds, I am who I say I am. Her words were a testament to the power of owning your worth, no matter the circumstance. Maya Angelou's belief in herself allowed her to rise above the challenges she faced and create a legacy that continues to inspire millions today. It's crucial to understand that self-worth doesn't mean arrogance or entitlement. It means knowing without a shadow of a doubt that you are deserving of all the good things life has to offer, whether that's success, love, or fulfillment. It means standing firm in the belief that you are worthy of a life of abundance and joy, no matter what anyone else may say or think. When you speak blessings over yourself, when you affirm your worth, you begin to shift your mindset. You start to view challenges as opportunities, not threats. You approach relationships with confidence, knowing that you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness. You pursue your dreams with passion because you know that you are worthy of achieving them. Imagine waking up every morning and saying, I am enough. I deserve success, and I am worthy of all the love and respect I seek. Those words, when spoken daily, will slowly start to change your entire outlook on life. You'll begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You'll start taking action toward your goals because you'll believe deep in your heart that you deserve to reach them. The power of self-worth is not about being perfect. It's about accepting yourself as you are, flaws and all, and recognizing that your worth is not conditional on your achievements, your mistakes, or anyone's opinion of you. You are worthy simply because you exist. That is the foundation upon which your success, happiness, and peace of mind can be built. Self-worth is the key to unlocking your potential. When you believe that you are worthy, you stop doubting your abilities. You stop second-guessing your choices. You start taking bold steps toward your dreams, knowing that you deserve the life you desire. Your actions align with your belief in your own value, and that's when things start to change. You may have spent years doubting yourself, waiting for someone else to give you permission to believe in your worth. But now, today, you have the power to give yourself that permission. Speak blessings over yourself. Speak self-worth into your life. Remind yourself every day that you are valuable, you are capable, and you are enough. Each one of us possesses an incredible, untapped reservoir of strength. It's there inside you, waiting to be activated. The key to unlocking that strength lies in recognizing its presence and calling upon it when life demands more than we think we can give. Too often we underestimate the power we have within us to face challenges, overcome obstacles, and create meaningful change in our lives. But the truth is that your inner strength is limitless, and the more you acknowledge it and speak blessings upon it, the more powerful it becomes. Consider the trials we face daily, whether personal, professional, or emotional. At times, these challenges can feel insurmountable. It's easy to become overwhelmed when life throws us curveballs, when things don't go as planned, or when we're hit with unexpected hardships. In those moments, we may feel weak, defeated, or unsure if we can keep going. But this is precisely when your inner strength is most needed. Strength isn't about never feeling weak. It's about finding the courage to rise up even when you're at your lowest. Take the example of the great Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison for fighting against apartheid, a system of extreme racial segregation and oppression. He endured physical and emotional torment, yet he never let those hardships define him. Instead of succumbing to bitterness or despair, Mandela found his inner strength. He knew that his mission was larger than his suffering, that he was fighting for something far greater than his own pain. During his imprisonment, he spoke to himself words of resilience and hope. He constantly reminded himself that his spirit could never be broken. He didn't just survive those 27 years, he emerged from them with a renewed sense of purpose, ready to lead South Africa toward reconciliation and freedom. Mandela's story isn't just about a man enduring immense hardship. It's about how deep, unshakable strength can be found when we speak courage over ourselves and our situation. Your inner strength doesn't come from external sources. It is found within, where it's been all along. It's found in the quiet moments of reflection, when you take time to remind yourself of your power. It's found when you look at the challenges you're facing and say, I can do this. I am capable. I have faced tough times before, and I will rise again. Speaking those words aloud will ignite a fire in you that can't be easily extinguished. The more you affirm your own resilience, the more you will begin to see the strength that lies within you. Think about a time when you faced a challenge and thought you couldn't make it through. Maybe it was a personal setback, a career failure, or a loss that left you feeling empty. In those moments, did you ever wonder how you survived? The answer is simple. You were stronger than you knew. That inner strength kept you going even when you felt like giving up. And if you could make it through those hard times, imagine what else you could accomplish when you tap into that well of strength on a daily basis. One powerful story comes from the life of the famous author J.K. Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter series. Before she became a global phenomenon, Rowling was living in poverty, struggling with depression, and facing rejection after rejection from publishers. She was a single mother with little hope, and yet she kept pushing forward. Instead of letting her circumstances define her, she chose to tap into her inner strength. Rowling spoke blessings to herself during the darkest times, telling herself that she was capable of writing a story that would change the world. She didn't let the endless rejection stop her. She believed in her strength even when the world told her it was hopeless. When life pushes you down, the temptation to stay down is strong, but your inner strength is always there to pull you back up. You must learn to listen to that inner voice that tells you to keep going even when you feel like giving up. This inner strength is not a passive force. It requires action. It requires you to stand tall even when you feel small. It requires you to fight for what you believe in even when the odds seem impossible. The more you acknowledge this strength within you, the more powerful it becomes. Let's consider the resilience of a person in recovery from addiction. Many people who overcome addiction say that the key to their success was finding their inner strength. They had to confront their darkest demons and face the truth about themselves, but instead of sinking into despair, they discovered a strength they never knew existed. They spoke blessings to themselves during the lowest moments, reminding themselves that they had the power to change their lives. Their strength wasn't found in avoiding the pain, it was found in facing it, learning from it, and using it to fuel their transformation. This strength is a fundamental part of who you are. It's within you at all times, waiting to be tapped into. You don't need to search for it externally. You don't need to wait for a breakthrough to reveal it. All it takes is the recognition that you are stronger than your circumstances. All it takes is the willingness to speak that blessing over yourself. I am strong. I will overcome. I am not defined by my challenges. Your inner strength is activated by your words and your actions. It grows stronger when you embrace it and speak it into existence. The more you affirm your own resilience, the more you will begin to rise in the face of adversity. Each time you push through a challenge, you are strengthening that muscle of inner power. And every time you overcome something that once seemed impossible, you are proving to yourself just how strong you really are. Your strength is limitless. It doesn't matter how many times you've fallen or how difficult the journey may seem. Every step forward is a testament to your inner power. You are capable of far more than you realize. When you tap into that strength and speak blessings over it, you begin to witness just how unstoppable you can be. Your life is shaped by the strength you speak into it. Speak it daily and watch how it transforms your world. Every one of us is born with an incredible potential, a spark that can ignite greatness. Yet so many people go through life unaware of the vast capabilities within them. They live within the confines of self-doubt, constantly questioning their ability to achieve their dreams. But what if you recognize that you are capable of achieving more than you ever imagined? What if you embraced the idea that you were not born with limitations, but with endless possibilities? The reality is that we all have the potential to change our lives, shape our futures, and make an impact in the world. But it starts with acknowledging and embracing that potential. Often we limit ourselves by thinking we have to fit into a certain mold or meet specific criteria set by others or society. We look at successful people and think they have something I don't. We see their achievements and believe they were somehow born with qualities or advantages that we lack. But the truth is, every person who achieves greatness does so by first believing in their potential and speaking that belief into existence. It's not about being born with a special gift. It's about recognizing that you have the power to create opportunities, rise above your circumstances, and make a difference in your own life and in the lives of others. Think of someone like Oprah Winfrey. She came from humble beginnings, facing numerous obstacles such as poverty, abuse, and discrimination. Yet, she didn't let those challenges define her. Oprah didn't settle for the life that others may have expected her to live. She believed in her potential even when the world told her she wouldn't make it. She spoke blessings over her life using words of self-empowerment, and every day she took steps toward achieving her dreams. Oprah's story is proof that embracing your potential is not just about talent or resources. It's about believing in yourself and having the courage to pursue that belief relentlessly. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that your circumstances define your potential. You might tell yourself, I don't have the right connections, or I wasn't born into a privileged family. But none of that matters when you recognize that your potential is not limited by the external factors that may try to define you. Your potential is limitless, and it begins with the realization that the power to change your life is already inside you. It's in your ability to learn, adapt, grow, and take action toward your goals. Once you start seeing yourself as someone capable of greatness, the opportunities begin to reveal themselves and your path forward becomes clearer. Take, for example, the story of Thomas Edison, the inventor of the electric light bulb. He faced failure after failure and was told countless times that his ideas were impractical. Yet Edison never saw himself as someone who would give up. He believed that his potential to innovate and make a difference in the world was greater than any obstacle in his way. He once said, I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Edison's unwavering belief in his potential led him to change the world in ways most people thought were impossible at the time. He didn't let the negative voices or his initial failures stop him from pursuing his dream. He knew that he had something inside him that the world needed. Embracing your potential is a choice. It requires stepping outside of your comfort zone, confronting your fears, and silencing the negative thoughts that hold you back. When you speak blessings over your potential, you align your mindset with the belief that you are capable of achieving incredible things. The more you speak that truth, the more your actions will reflect it. And with every step you take, you'll grow more confident in your ability to overcome any obstacle and reach your goals. You don't need to wait for the world to tell you that you're capable. Start today by affirming your potential. Say to yourself, I have the power to achieve anything I set my mind to. Speak that blessing over yourself every single day. Over time, you'll begin to recognize the opportunities that were always in front of you, and you'll take steps toward making your dreams a reality. The potential you seek isn't in some distant future, it's in you right now, waiting to be unlocked by your belief in yourself and your ability to act upon that belief. Living with purpose, A life without purpose is like a ship without a rudder, adrift and uncertain of its destination. But when you live with purpose, you have direction, focus, and clarity. You know who you are, what you stand for, and what you want to achieve. Purpose gives your life meaning, and it fuels you to keep moving forward, even in the face of adversity. Living with purpose is the key to creating a life of fulfillment, impact, and legacy. Many people go through life without a clear sense of purpose. They get caught up in the daily grind of work, obligations, and distractions, often losing sight of what truly matters to them. But the truth is, purpose isn't something you find by accident, it's something you create. Purpose is something that is forged through the choices you make, the values you uphold, and the actions you take. It comes from within, and it's fueled by your passion, your beliefs, and your deepest desires. Think about people who have made a profound impact on the world, people like Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa, or Malala Yousafzai. These individuals didn't just wake up one day and stumble into greatness. They lived with an unwavering sense of purpose. They understood what they were fighting for and were willing to sacrifice everything to see their vision come to life. Their purpose drove them to take bold action, to push through obstacles, and to inspire others along the way. Purpose is what allows you to transcend your own struggles and focus on the greater good. Living with purpose is not just about achieving success or making a name for yourself. It's about understanding that your life has meaning beyond your own desires. It's about looking beyond yourself and asking, how can I make a difference? What impact can I have on the lives of others? Purpose gives you the energy and resilience to persevere, even when things get tough, because you know that the journey is bigger than you. One powerful example of living with purpose comes from the life of Malala Yousafzai, the young Pakistani education activist who was shot by the Taliban for advocating girls' education. Despite the unimaginable trauma she endured, Malala's sense of purpose never wavered. She was driven by the belief that education is a fundamental right for all children, especially girls. Her purpose gave her the strength to recover and continue fighting for what she believed in, even when the world around her tried to silence her. Today, Malala is a global symbol of courage, resilience, and purpose, showing us all that when you live for something greater than yourself, nothing can stand in your way. Living with purpose doesn't always require monumental sacrifices. It's about finding something that aligns with your values and goals, something that makes you feel alive. Whether it's helping others, creating something new, or making a difference in your community, living with purpose gives you the clarity to navigate your journey with confidence and passion. To start living with purpose, ask yourself, what do I want my life to stand for? What is the legacy I want to leave behind? How can I serve others? When you answer those questions and align your actions with your values, you'll find that purpose becomes a natural part of your life. It's not about chasing external success, but about pursuing a life that aligns with your deepest values and desires. When you begin to live with purpose, you'll feel more fulfilled, more driven, and more connected to the world around you. Purpose will be the fuel that drives your every action and the reason you keep moving forward, no matter what challenges arise. As we come to the end of this journey, remember this: you are the architect of your own destiny. The power to change your life, to overcome challenges, and to create the future you desire lies within you. It begins with the simple act of speaking blessings upon yourself. When you declare your worth, affirm your potential, and tap into your inner strength, you unlock a force within you that can't be stopped. Life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path, and at times it will seem like the odds are stacked against you. But in those moments, I want you to remember this: your strength is greater than any challenge you face. Your potential is limitless, and the purpose driving you will give you the fuel to push through even the toughest times. You don't need to wait for permission to live a life of greatness. It's already within you. The only thing standing between where you are now and where you want to be is the belief that you are worthy and capable of achieving it. Speak those blessings daily. Speak strength into your life. Speak confidence and speak your dreams into existence as you walk forward from this moment. Remember that everything you need to succeed is already inside of you. You have the power to transform your life, to rise above your circumstances, and to create a future that aligns with your deepest desires. It all starts with you. So go ahead, speak blessings upon yourself. Step into your greatness.